Hello dear student, good morning. Let us start today's class on quadratic equations. Okay, now already I had explained you complete quadratic equation topic. Means what are the topics are there, I had explained you, I have given n number of examples. But this week let us solve more questions on this quadratic equation as much as possible. Then we will start the new topic, that is matrices and determinants. Students, those who have not watched the videos, please watch from the beginning, and those who have not understand any topic, watch from the beginning. This is the only one advantage from the technology, is that if you not understand, you can go back and watch it again, right? Wherever you not understand, you go back and watch it again. So here on this quadratic equation I have uploaded many videos, and from beginning onwards you can watch once or twice, you will understand for sure. If you are not understanding, do screenshot and send me and I will explain that. So dear students, it is very important to that learn this quadratic equation, because 4 marks question comes in JEE Mains. Compulsory one question will come, and this quadratic equation is most important, which is involved in functions, applications of derivatives and so many other topics. You can see some of the questions involve complex numbers, all these things. See here, this is mixed. This can be used in matrices and determinant. You can see some questions on that. So it is a mixed problems of quadratic equation, trigonometry, everything is involved. So must and should you have to learn quadratic equation proper. So those who have not learned and those who did not watch it again, write the notes, revise the content. Only one thing is, the success will come when you practice every day. If you skip a day, then you are not in the competition at all. So you don't skip at all. You have to practice. Every day you have to focus regularly. Only Sunday you can take rest. That's it. Let us see, yesterday I had conducted a test on that based. Let us see the question. This is the doubt some of the students asked. Let me explain it. I gave this one as homework. Nobody asked me this is again. Nobody asked me how to solve this. But I gave in exam. Let's see how many will solve. But I hope most of the people did not answer this. That is very bad. Let us see the question here. Let P plus 1 by P, Q plus 1 by Q, R plus 1 by R is less than 0. This is the condition is given. P plus 1 by P, Q plus 1 by Q, R plus 1 by R less than 0. PQR belongs to R, and alpha is equal to mod P by P plus mod Q by Q plus mod R by R if x square plus m minus 2 times of x minus n is equal to 0 is satisfied by distinct values of alpha, then what is the value of m and what is the value of n? And this is one of the beauty of the question, is very simple question and easy question. You know that product of 3 numbers will be less than 0 when it is possible. Think in this way. When this product and this product becomes negative, if it is all 3 are negative, if all 3 are negative, then minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus. This is holds when all the 3 are, this one is negative. And another time, what is the possibility? Any 2 are positive and 1 is negative. Any two are positive and 1 is negative. This is wholes. That's very simple. So you have understood that either I have to take all 3 are negative, or I have to take any 2 are negative, positive. That is what the whole thing. So it means this is satisfies the conditions, holds. Now we can use this modulus, and modulus will be open. When it is negative, it will open with minus sign. When it is positive, it will open with the positive sign. That's what you have to know this. Let us see how to solve. Alpha is equal to, I am taking the case number 1 as, let us consider case number 1, P less than 0, Q less than 0, R less than 0. What is the meaning of less than 0? It means it is negative. So P less than 0, this will become minus P by P plus minus Q by Q plus minus R by R. Hope you understand what I said. and this will be cancelled one time, so minus 1, that is minus 3. Alpha value is minus 3. Okay, so you got alpha value minus 3 in one case. And another case, what I can take here, any two of them positive, one is negative. Let us consider P is negative, Q is positive, R is also positive. I am just taking any two of them. So if I take P is negative, in this case I get minus P by P, and if I am taking it's a positive, Q upon Q plus R upon R. So X is equal to, this is cancelled, this is cancelled, this is cancelled, minus 1 plus 1 plus 1, X value will be 1. If X is equal to 1, it means that, this is alpha, this is alpha is equal to 1. It means what I got here, alpha value is minus 3, alpha is equal to 1. So you got alpha value, and this alpha is the root of which one? This one. X square plus m minus 2 times of x minus n is equal to 0 is satisfied by distinct values of alpha. It means alpha is the root of this, and alpha is satisfying this equation. You have to find m and n values. It means that I can substitute once alpha is equal to 1 in this, and once alpha equal to minus 3 in this, then I will get m and n values. That is what the beauty of this question. So now alpha is equal to 1 if I substitute, because here this is a quadratic equation. That is what you have, x square plus m minus 2 into x plus, and you have minus n, this minus n is equal to 0. If alpha satisfies this, that is alpha square plus m minus 2 times of alpha minus n is equal to 0. Let us substitute alpha value 1. Then if I substitute alpha value 1 plus m minus 2 times of 1 into anything is 1. That same thing that will give you. And here is m minus n. Here is minus 2n plus 1. These are the numbers. That is minus 1 is the result sending that side. It will be plus 1. So I got the equation m minus n is equal to 1. Hope you understand this. And then what you have, alpha is equal to minus 3. If I substitute in this, minus 3 square value 9 plus m minus 2 times into minus 3, and minus n is equal to 0. From this what I am getting here, 9 minus 3m plus 6 minus n is equal to 0. That's what I am getting. It means what I am going to get here, 9 plus 6 is 15. So minus 3m minus n is equal to minus 15. This is the equation number 2. You have two equations, and if you simplify both the equations, you are going to get the value of m and n. So now what I do here, I subtract these both equations. So what I get here, m minus n is equal to 1, and minus 3m minus n is equal to 15, minus 15. If I do subtraction of these two equations, what I am going to get here, this sign will be changed. This sign will be changed. It means this is, I will get 4m, and this will be cancelled out. That is equal to 16. So m value will be 4. So that was the option you have. I did not wrote here now. So according to see that option, and you can do it. So m is equal to 4. If I substitute in this, what I am going to get here, 4 minus n is equal to 1, minus n is equal to minus 3. So n is equal to 3. This is the way to deal. See here, the perfection will comes when you do practice and when you listen it. If you do not concentrate proper, then no way you will be in the competition. Hope you understand. See the next question. See one more question on this yesterday's test, another doubt which you have asked me. The question is, k times of 6x square plus 3 plus r times of x plus 2x square minus 1 is a quadratic equation. Another one is 6k times of 2x square plus 1 plus px plus 4x square minus 2 is equal to 0. Have both roots common. If these both quadratic equations have both roots common, what is the value of 2r minus p? Okay, let me find this one. First of all, make this in arrangement in proper, means make it in a quadratic form, because these are not in the proper quadratic form. That's what you have to do it first. So if you do here, this one as 6k times of x square plus 3 into k, 3k plus rx plus 2x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Gather all x square terms. X square term, if I take out common, I get as 6k plus 2, here I will get. And x term, if I take out common, any x term you have here, 3k and 6x, only r. So you have only one x term. And the constant terms, if you see, this is 3k and this is minus 1 is equal to 0. Hope you understand here. I made x squared term, x term and constant separate. And this looks exactly quadratic equation form. Let us see this one also. And if I multiply this one is here, you get as 6k times, 6 2s are 12. Okay, I can write as 12k times of x square. I can write this is 12k times of x square plus 6k plus px plus 4x square minus 2 is equal to 0. Take the x square terms common. So what I would get here, x square if I take common, 12k plus 4 I get here, plus k time is px here, and constant is 6k minus 2 is equal to 0. It means now these two are become the quadratic equation. If both roots are common, I explain you what is the condition for them. When both roots are common, here ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, px plus ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0. Both have a common root. Then the condition is a by p is equal to b by q is equal to c by r. This is the condition for the common root. According to here, I can coefficients of this here, 6k plus 2 divided by and 12k plus 4, 12k plus 4 is equal to, I can write here r and this is p, r upon p is equal to, here is 3k minus 1, 3k minus 1 divided upon 6k minus 2. Hope you understand here. See here, let us take 2 common here, 2 take out common, so 3k plus 1 I can get, and you can take 4 common here, 3k plus 1 I'll get, is equal to r upon p is equal to, here nothing can be taken out common, and 6k minus 2. This is be cancel out. And if you equate these two, you will come to know what I am going to get. 2 1s are 2 2s are, and I am getting 1 by 2 is equal to r upon p. That is 2r is equal to p. It means 2r minus p is equal to 0. The answer is asked about 2r minus p. That value is 0. Option A is correct, not option B. Option A is the right answer, which I gave in your question paper. Hope you understand. Let's go for the next question. Students, see this quiz. This is the third question doubt. Question number 20 in the yesterday's paper. This was the doubt you asked. Find all the values of a for which both the roots of the equation a minus 2x square plus 2ax plus a plus 3 is equal to 0 lies in the interval minus 2 comma 1. What he was saying here, quadratic equation is there. This is the quadratic equation, and he is saying that find all the values of a for which both the roots of the equation lies between minus 2 comma minus 1. So here is saying that alpha and beta lying between minus 2 comma 1. Then what is the value of a? And this is, this can be happen like this, or this can be happen like this, alpha is equal to beta, or this can be happen another way, downwards also. Let us take one side, one is enough. Both side is not required. If I can say upwards parabola or downwards parabola, I can take anything. Just in this case, I will take only one. It means that I will take this one is greater than 0. I am taking in this condition. Upward parabola greater than 0 condition I am taking. In this way, if I do it, what I am going to get here, this condition will be, the first condition is a minus 2 is greater than 0. It means that is a greater than 2 is the first answer I got. Okay, second condition, what I have to use, discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. Third condition, what I have to use, that is I took this is positive already, so this value is positive, so what I can write as this is positive and this is positive, so f of minus 2 I will take positive and f of 1 I will take positive. This is both I have to take. Why I take this is positive, so this is a greater than 0, f of minus 2 also greater than 0, means both are positive, a into f of minus 2 will be greater than 0, and f of minus 1, f of 1 is positive, this is also positive. So if I use these 4 cases and do the intersection, I will get the answer for this. So what I am using here, first case is a minus 2 greater than 0, that is a greater than 2 I got. The second case is d greater than or equal to 0 I have to use, that is discriminant b square minus 4 times of a into c, that should be greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. It means this is I will get as 4a square minus 4 times of a minus 2 into a plus 3. Just you multiply these both. Okay, because it will be get simplification, multiply these two things. So what I am going to do here, I multiply these both. What I am going to get here, a into a square minus 2, see here, if I multiply this is 3a, this is minus 2a, 3a minus 2a, that is plus a, okay, and plus into minus, 2, 3 is a 6, is greater than or equal to 0. What I did here, I multiplied this, and hope you understand this. And this is 4 and this is 4 is common in both. 4 can be cancelled out after taking outside, because common out and taking that side, 0 by 4 is 0. It means what I am getting here, a square minus a plus 6 is greater than or equal to 0. Correct? So I am getting here is what, a square minus a plus 6 equal to 0. That is a square cancelled. It means that I got here minus a greater than or equal to minus 6. So I got a greater than or equal to 6 in the case number 2. Case number 1 I got this, case number 2 I got this. Let us go for the remaining cases. The case number 3 is f of minus 2 greater than 0. Means wherever x is there, I have to substitute minus 2. That is f of minus 2 is greater than 0, I have to substitute. So f of here, if I substitute f of minus 2 is greater than 0, this can be shows that wherever x is there, I can substitute minus 2. Minus 2 square value will be 4. 4 times of a minus 2, 4 times of a minus 2. Here is minus into minus is plus, and plus into minus is minus. 2 2s are 4, a I get. And here plus a plus 3 plus a plus 3, that is greater than 0. Here is I can get as 4a minus 8 minus 4a plus 3 is greater than 0. This is cancelled out, and a minus 5 greater than 0, that is a greater than 5 I got in the case number 3. Now what I am going to do here, the last case I am going to substitute f of 1 is greater than 0. This is the last case I am going to get it. The fourth case, that is f of 1, if I substitute here, I get a minus 2, and I substitute here plus 2a, and plus a plus 3 is greater than 0. You can see this is a and this is a and this is plus 2a. Combinedly this is 4a. 4a and this is minus 3 and this is minus 2 and plus 3, that is plus 1 greater than 0. It means overallly I am getting this is a is greater than minus 1 by 4. You can check out all these 4 conditions, and where it is satisfying, that is your result. It means what I have to do here, I have to do intersection of all these class. So all these cases, if I do intersection, let us draw a number line. The case number 1 says that a greater than 2. If I take 2 here, the answer is a greater than 2 and over. See here, this is a hollow circle, this is not including 2. And the second case was greater than or equal to 6. So where I can take here 6 and there it will be 6 to infinity is going on. And the case number 3, a greater than 5. If I take here 5 and this will be open and going to infinity. And case number last one 4, a greater than minus 1 by 4 is here. And this is not including and it is starting from here and moving to infinity. If you see there, the common point of these all three is 6 to infinity. So a belongs to 6 to infinity is your answer. And the answer is a belongs to closed interval 6 to infinity is the answer. So this is the way to deal the questions. Hope you understand. Let us see next question. Now I discussed the previous question as the same. These are the questions. You can do homework and do the assessment and send me the answers, because the previous question which I explained all are these based. So you can do homework and send me the answer. Now let us see this one more question which is asked in JEE 2013. This question is asked in JEE 2013. What is the question? The real value of k for which the equation f of x is equal to 2x cube plus 3x plus k equal to 0 has two distinct real roots in 0 comma 1, then what is the answer? That is, what is this question is k lies between 1 and 2, k lie between 2 and 3, k lie between minus 1 and 0. D option is does not exist. That is the question. And this is the question asked in JEE 2013. For solving this question, there must be have some idea about applications of derivative, one concept, and another concept is you should know that you have to know only applications of derivative about this and functions, graph functions. So this question is right now it is there. You will understand in future in detail when I explain functions and applications of derivative. Now I will try to explain you this. I will make you understand. Now what I am going to do here, I have completed all the content of quadratic equation. Now I am going to teach you only previous year questions of JEE Mains and Advanced. From 2000 to 2020, whatever the questions they ask, all the questions I am going to discuss in this week. And as soon as possible I finish, I will start matrices and determinants. Hope you understand. Let us see this question here. The real value of k for which f of x is equal to 2x cube plus 3x plus k is equal to 0 has two distinct real roots in 0 comma 1. What is the rule for this? See here, this is a cubic equation. Okay, every cubic equation, the graph of cubic equation will be like this. And like maybe it comes, however, you need to see that it is touches one time or two times or three times. That you have to see. When the graph is touches one time, that is different. See, maybe you may get like this, you may think. But let us see, this can be depend on the differentiation of the function. So all you know the basic concept of differentiation. Let's see this one. F of x is equal to what you have. F of x is equal to 2x cube plus 3x plus k. And what is the differentiation of the function? Differentiation of the function is 6x square. Differentiation of x cube is 3x square. 3 to the 6x square plus differentiation of 3x is 3 and the constant differentiation is 0. And now you can see, you can substitute all values of real in this. Just substitute all values of real. Any real number square will be positive. If I keep 0, 0 square will be 0. 0 plus 3 will be 3. It means that f dash of x is greater than 0. It means it is an increasing function. So the graph will start from the down. It will start from the down. If increasing, decreasing means it will be getting like this. But it is increasing means it starts from here and slightly it is moves. It may go from here or it may go from 0 origin or it may be touches anywhere. It depends on the question. It means that it may go here or here. It may touches like this. it means this question has only one real root, not more than that. It means that what I want to say that f dash of x is an increasing function. This is an increasing function, will not touch in more times in the x-axis, on x-axis. So the question was, this is the real values of k for which this has two distinct real roots, is set as two distinct real roots. For this equation there is no distinct real roots. He said two distinct real roots. Actually it's a cubic equation, so cubic equation have three real roots, three roots. It may be comes, however, it may be three distinct, means it may be comes and goes, and 1, 2, 3 times it is touched. It may go like this. It may be have this chances of moving up and down, but if it is decreasing increasing function, then it just happens in the interval. But this one is strictly increasing. This is going increasing. It's not like that some interval it is decreasing, some interval it is increasing. This thing you will understand in detail in applications of derivative. At that time, in some interval it will be decreased, some interval will be increased. That time you come to know the roots how many are there. But here strictly increasing one time, so it will have only one root, not two distinct roots. Means the given question does not exist the given criteria, so does not exist is your answer. D is the right answer. Hope you understand. Let us go for the next question. This is the very important condition I am going to derive, and based on this IIT asked many questions. Okay, based on this IIT asked many questions, and that many questions is twice or thrice. Twice they asked. So I am going to derive the condition whenever they said these type of question, any quadratic means I am taking general quadratic. If they give any quadratic, just substitute the given whatever I am going to derive, you can substitute or remember my method and do the same way. Okay. However, these type of questions recently also 2017 or 18 they asked. So now that is the reason I am deriving this condition. What is the condition? Find the condition when one of the root is a square of the other root for ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That is what is asked. So he is saying that one root of the quadratic equation is a square of other root. That's what. So if I take as, let us one of the root is equal to alpha, then other root will be alpha square. Other root will be what? Other root will be alpha square. And these two are the roots of this one. Okay. Then sum of the root will be alpha plus alpha square, that is equal to minus b by a. And product of the roots is alpha into alpha square, that is equal to c by a. It means from this I got alpha cube is equal to c by a. This is keep in the brain. Now using that condition I will derive the, I am deriving the condition. If they ask you any time one is the root of another, one is the square of other, just proceed this way. Okay. And if I take, this is the equation number 1, squaring or cubing on both sides. What I am doing here, cubing on both sides. If I cube on cubing, okay, na, cubing on both sides. If I use cubing on both sides, what I am going to get here, that is alpha plus alpha square whole cube is equal to minus b by a whole cube. That's what I am going to get it. So this is a plus b whole cube formula, you know, a cube plus 3 times of a square b plus 3 times of a b square, right, plus b cube, that is alpha square cube is equal to minus of b cube by a cube. Hope you understand. I substituted a plus b whole cube formula, and I know alpha cube is what. Now what I do here, I create this environment that I can substitute the values of these 1 and 2nd in this given condition, in this equation. So I get the condition for the given one. So alpha cube plus This is I can write as by smartness. You can use here, this is alpha power 4, alpha power 5. This is wholly alpha power 5. This is alpha power 4. Substitute, only just take alpha cube common. If you take alpha cube common, here will be left alpha plus alpha square. And plus this I am going to get as alpha cube whole square I can write as a 6 is the power. So alpha cube whole square is equal to 0. Why I made like this? I know alpha cube value, I can substitute here. C by a whole cube plus 3 times of C by a whole cube plus alpha into alpha plus alpha square value minus b by a plus alpha cube value is C by a whole square is equal to 0. If I simplify this one, I will get the condition for the one root is the square of other. That's what I can do it. So that is the reason I have done this thing. So now this can be written as alpha cube by a cube plus 3 times of c cube by a cube plus 3 times of c cube by a cube, and plus into minus is a minus, and I can get as b by a power 4 I can get. This is actually a power 4. Okay, plus c square by a square is equals to 0. What I am going to do here, I will simplify this. I can take the condition here, I can derive. If you are not able to remember the condition, what you can do here, you can see the method what I am approaching how. Otherwise, if you are able to remember the condition, substitute in that and find the values whichever required in the question. They ask this type of questions in JEE Mains. So a cube is here a power 4, so 1a will be left, that will be multiply here, and a power 4 same, that is 3c square b plus, and a square, this is a power 4, remain a square will be multiply this, and this is becomes 0. So I got as a c cube plus a square c square is equal to 3cb. What I did here, a power 4 I multiplied here, ac cube I keep here, ac square I keep here, minus 3c square b I forward this side, and this is what I got the condition. You can take more common. This is the condition for one root is the square of other root. Hope you understand. Okay, till then take care, bye bye.